Alrighty, y'all. So, today, heavy chest day. Also, Saturday of Labor Day weekend here. So, got a limited amount of time. Already went out for my first walk this morning. Now we got to knock out a fast chest day. And then have to go to some family's house today for a barbecue. So, with that, don't know how far we're going to get into the workout. I only got about 30 to 40 minutes to get this done. So we'll at least get through bench pressing and probably cable press. And that may be just about it. But so I don't know how well we're going to do today with getting heavy. But we are going to find out. Because normally, I train later in the afternoon, in the evening time. I try to get out here around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Pretty much consistently. I would normally have had my first meal by now, or had my first meal, had my second meal about 45 minutes before coming out and working out. But this morning, we are fasted. So I woke up, took my Go BHB, went on the walk, came back, mixed up some pre, and now we're in here. So it's going to be a little different feeling. I can tell you it already feels different. But we'll see if it's good or bad. I mean, people do train early in the morning, so. But so far, everything feels fairly normal. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. So, let's go for, I'm going to check and see what I benched last heavy chest day. And we're going to move up 5 pounds from that. So let me see what that was. All right, so last week, our top set was 275 for 2 singles. So I've got 280 on here. And we're going to see if we can match maybe the 2 singles. Whew, it started to kind of roll back some. I had to fight that. I do not like that my shoulder stability feels a little off at that today. So we're definitely not going to try to push it for a second one. So I feel like it's just asking to injure myself. But nice solid 280-pound rep. I'll take it. That's up another 5 pounds either way you look at it, right? So all the way down, all the way up, full reps. All right, so feels pretty good. Hit 280. Feel a little fatigued, a little kind of down on energy, but truthfully, I think it's just because I haven't eaten. So I haven't had any carbs today to really fuel the workout like I normally would. And also, I haven't had as much water yet as I normally would and everything else. So that could also be why, the shoulder feels like the muscles feel a little kind of like dry, almost dehydrated, but not quite. And I'm pretty sure that's why the bench feels the way it did. But now we're into cable flies. We haven't done a kind of like decline fly in quite some time. Ah. But we are just going to do 2 sets of this, 2 sets of overhead tricep extension. I think 2 sets single arm tricep extension. But we're going to do fairly high volume, like 20 rep sets, to just kind of really push the blood in, but take them nice and slow so that time under tension is just ridiculous. Just like that. The amount of blood I feel pushing into my chest right now is pretty impressive, truthfully. But pump feels awesome right now for not having any carbs or anything. Granted, I had a bit of a cheat meal last night, so I'm sure my glucose levels and everything stored in the muscle and in the liver right now is probably super high anyways. So as for the pump, it's not being affected yet by not eating. So, because you do have quite a bit of glucose that stores within the muscle tissue and inside of the liver. And it takes quite a while to burn through that store. That feels pretty good to hit slightly declined. We haven't been doing those. We've kind of been doing a very neutral and a slightly incline fly. That feels good to swap it up. I can really feel the stretch along the bottom of the fucking pec. So I like it. I like it. A little bit of variation is going to do me good today. But with that, let me get switched over for some overhead tries and single arm extensions. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit some overhead tricep extensions first. And we're going to superset it with the single arm extensions. Try to really push as much blood as we can into these little guys. 50 pounds on the overhead. We're going to try to hit 20s here, single arm. Should be doable. Don't know if we're going to get 20 reps on both of them, but we are going to give it a try. At the bare minimum. That feels wild. Woo. Boy, oh boy. That feels crazy. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get one more set of these in. That'll be it for today. So, grand total, this will be about a 43-minute workout or so, with rest time and everything added in between sets. So, I will take it. Not too terrible. Benching, I take like 2 minutes between sets just to let the muscle recover, the ATP recover, central nervous system recover. So that kind of takes up some time there and just rest time, about 10 minutes. It just kind of goes to bench press rest. The rest of the stuff, it's about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Sometimes two if I'm sitting here kind of gabbing along. But with that, make sure you guys are out there working towards your goals, getting your stuff done. And just remember, don't be a lazy fuck. As a side note for today, enjoy your Labor Day weekend.